my baby this morning. Alright, still working with Crossroads of Love. Here's another turnaround lick. Going to the 5. Alright, so let's get into this one. The thing that stands out the most to me about it, trying to play it, is the differences in volume. Right in the phrasing of this. He'll play this heavy, right? Like full on attack. And I think he slides. It's root, minor third, fourth, slide into the 5th. So you play root, minor third, 4th, and then you hit the 4th again and slide up to the 5th with vibrato. Now it could be a bend. You could do it like that, so you don't have to move. But I think it sounds to me like he slides. Then he comes back a little softer and plays minor third with a quarter step bend. And then he plays root, pull off to the flat 7. And he look. I think he just hammers that with his left hand. So he'll play. And he's got he's again, the volume is what I'm pointing out here. How he'll play, again, this. Very subtle. You hear it, but it's very soft. So I'm thinking that I've seen other blues greats do this where they're so, over the years, just playing show after show, they got this ability to quickly grab their volume knob and just adjust, to what they like. So if they're going to play a phrase full on force, right, they get the volume all the way up. And then if they want to play something subtle, they turn it down, see? Now this, I think, it's a nice rolling effect where you go minor third, tweak, then you play root, pull off. See, and at this point, the right hand's not doing anything. You pick that root and now pull off and just hammer, come down on that 5th. Okay, and that hammer on, you get the 5th and you deaden the string under it where you played the root and the flat 7, see? Well, you don't want to hear those open strings, but again, I say it's not the notes that you're playing, but it's the way you're playing them. But anyway, I just want to throw in too, I remembered an interview that B.B. King did in an instructional video. I'm sure it's on YouTube. You could probably find it. And he said that he puts his amp on 10. He leaves his amp all the way cranked. And then he controls everything from his guitar volume knob. So he's in control. So at any time, if he wants to, belt it out. And then if he wants to play something mellow, right, he'll be... Right, so you fiddle around with that concept. I mean, it's a whole technique in itself. It's just from years you can see these guys how natural it all becomes. You see how quickly they go. I've seen B.B. King when he's playing, and he'll do a quick phrase, And in the space between the phrasing, he'll quickly just adjust that knob. Sometimes I was watching concerts and seeing him play, and it's like, I don't know if it's even like a nervous tick, or he's really like going for, I need a little more volume. He's just doing it without thinking. He's just, with the phrases that are coming in his head, in his mind, that he's setting up, less volume, more volume. And you'll see him all the time in those spaces in between. He goes to the knob. And that made sense to me once, years later, I saw the interview where he talked about leaving the amp cranked so that he's in control from the guitar knob. Amazing, right? I mean, something simple, but it takes a lot of practice. I can't seem to go down there quickly. I think 'cause at this point it's new to me, and I'm trying to, I hit the tone knob by mistake a couple of times. But again, also it's in the actual hands itself. You know, if you play soft, like I got it all the way cranked. You know, it's also how hard you're playing it. You know, so there's a lot to it. But, okay, so we'll get into the rest of this one. I just wanted to point that out because I seem to notice it on this turnaround where he's going from the 5. Okay, so again the notes are root, minor 3rd, 4th, hit the 4th again and slide up to the 5th. Then you come to the minor 3rd, quarter step, root, pull off to the flat 7, and you just like hammer it, you know, if I hadn't mentioned it. That's how I think he did it. See the right hand? That 5th is coming out just from the left hand, hammering down on it. Now to the 4. Whoop. Minor 3rd to the 4th, minor 3rd to the root. So I think he plays minor 3rd to the 4th kind of loud, and then minor 3rd to the root a little softer. Now this comes out. Slide into the major 6. That's a different note. And then you play 5th, minor 3rd, 5th, minor 3rd, root. So 5th and minor 3rd ring out as a double stop. So it's major 6 and then those 2 ringing out to the root. So far we got okay. Now that's the end of that phrase, and what's unique about this, what I thought is really cool, is that it's the end of that phrase, but somehow it's the first note of the next phrase. It's very strange. I love it the way he does this. He goes, right, root to flat 7. Now he plays minor 3rd, 4th. So it's minor 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now usually we're going like, or you know, we're always dabbling with those, with the minor 3rd, 4th, and the, you know, 5th up here by bending the 4th. Right, we're always dabbling with that, but what's funny is he doesn't bend the 4th to the 5th to get the 5th in this one. he plays it over here on this string, which is much easier, right? So he kind of rolls it. So he comes back and gets, what he's doing is minor third, fourth, fifth on the B string. Then he comes rolling back with a minor third. Yeah, 2 roots there. Okay, again, if you can see that. Root, flat 7, minor third. So you're going right over to the next string there. Root, flat 7, minor third, fourth, fifth on the B string. Now you roll back, minor third, 2 roots. So it sounds like this. Now we do one of his cliche moves. So it's minor third, root, pull off to the flat 7, fifth, flat 7, root, root. So again, so after this, right? Let's see. Well, we'll take it from the 6th, right? Okay? So what I was referring to, the end of this phrase. Well, just remember that that's a double stop that rings out. You're arpeggiating the 5th and the minor third. So that's ringing out. Right? But that starts, that same note that ends that phrase starts. Okay, here's how it'll sound again. The whole thing so far up to there. See all that? I hear it. Let's do it again. It feels great to play it. Whoa. So the last one you play that minor third, 5th double stop again, but you do a little tweak, like a quarter maybe, and you just play the 5th there. I'm not even sure if he plays anything. He might actually just go and let the band stay on the go hit the 5. But if not, he might subtly, again, talking about digging in or subtle, he might play it very softly. Just play the 5, the 5th. So all together. So there's another one. Beautiful stuff. The way he can do it. Alright, so I hope that one gives you some ideas. Alright, we'll go to the next one.